to be next start this time around as we see the draft screen finally in front of you? Will we see that big of change?
Yeah, well, I completely agree there. Oh My Venus is really well newly acquired on the side of Blacklist International along with OHAB and Wise, and we all knew that this V-Wise combo is also one of the most prominent duos all throughout, even though or even before they have been acquired by Blacklist International. And also, I want to say that this MPL mentioned that MPL Philippines Season 7 is under the supervision and regulation of the Games and Amusement Board.
I don't know if I'm seeing things, but I'm seeing a Zilong being banned out by Blacklist.
And also Nana.
And also Nana.
Yeah, I saw that earlier. But let's see if that is already a go for both of our teams here. But you did mention earlier, we're starting to see a lot of new drafts, a lot of new heroes being played out all throughout. This just day 3, week 1 of the MPL Season 7 tournament. But we're starting to see a lot of heroes. Bane, for example.
Yeah.
Kaja is already going back, flying back to the meta, if I may say. And also the support role for Oh My Venus. Going back to Oh My Venus, he's really prominent. He's really strong using the Estes, Rafaela, such support type heroes.
Especially during his time with MPL-PH during Season 4. They were really unstoppable with the double major setups that they always go for. And there are a couple of heroes that I kind of want to see that we've kind of touched upon before the season started. Terizla might make a comeback here.
I completely agree. Terizla, with the recent buffs, he can easily clear out the wave or the offlane wave so easily with his second skill. And with that, with this ultimate, well, he can easily group up a lot of enemy heroes that will prepare your team to go for a much more easier fight if you can group them up already. But you did mention earlier, Nomad, that Blacklist, yeah, Zilong has been banned. I think Zilong, based on, well, whenever I'm playing my ranked games, I'm starting to, I think almost 60% or 50% games of all of those games are Zilong is actually being picked right now.
And there was a joke every time we play ranked games. Never make fun of the Zilong pick because it will come back to bite you.
Exactly.
Maybe Blacklist is already eyeing it out as a potential pick for MPL-PH. But this really opens up a lot of potential picks here for Blacklist, especially the mages.
I completely agree. We've started, most of the time, for the opening draft picks, Matilda is getting picked here. So there's a big possibility that MPL-PH might pick the Matilda again, and also Aurora. We've seen for the recent 2 patches, Aurora has been buffed a lot, and we're talking about percentage damage, magical damage. And if we're talking about percentage, that's a big number when it comes to late game. And once Aurora were able to get most of his core items, such as Clock of Destiny, has been buffed as well. It is much more easier for you to get that full stacks of Clock of Destiny in a very short time, plus the Lightning Truncheon. So I really believe, I completely agree here, Nomad, that you did mention earlier that the Aurora might be a possible pick here for Blacklist.
But there is a change in the picks here. It's not a Zilong. It's instead it is going to be a Selena, a Natalia, and a Bane band for Blacklist International. Meanwhile, on the flip side, it's a Diggy, Esses, and Matilda, followed up by a Bruno. And the picks I'm seeing here is relatively okay for Blacklist. We got the Paquito, the Rafaela, and the Harith being picked up. A signature-wise hero.
Yeah, Wise, and also the Rafaela from Oh My Venus as well. We started seeing that, that was Season 4 if I'm not mistaken, right? And the impact of this Rafaela completely enables Blacklist International to go hyper aggressively with that movement speed and also the additional healing from this Rafaela. Going to the side of MPL-PH, we're looking at the Benedetta and also a Jawhead entry or opener here for MPL-PH. Jawhead, man. The control of this this hero, especially when it comes to the jungle control of the opposite side, is really, I think, can provide a lot of big impact for the early game of your team.
It will. Every time that Jawhead decides to roam into a lane, there is a guarantee that he will be able to catch anybody and lock him down, especially with the unstoppable force. Especially on this Harith. If he can catch the Harith all alone without any support, he will get picked off.
Yeah.
The Benedetta, though, being picked up is quite, I wouldn't say a very big counter against Paquito, but will really work well, especially with the eye for an eye, would really cancel out the Paquito whenever he goes for the knockout strike.
I completely agree there. Again, the well, Benedetta's toolkit is you can prevent any incoming damage or any incoming skills once he uses his eye for an eye, and he can easily run away or get out of the range within of the Zaman Force. So I think it is a very big struggle here for Blacklist International. They need to get another hero who has a very good CC that can catch Benedetta and also YSS off guard.
And that's not really something that Aura is afraid of, because the two bands that they have is the Brody and the Bruno, the Double B brothers.
Yeah, Double B.
The Double B. So they really don't care if they get caught out by anybody at all. Looking at the bands from Blacklist, though, they got the Eve, they got the Luoyi being banned out as well, which entails that they are fearing a little bit of the mage side of things for Aura.
I completely agree there, because Eve and Luoyi, they specialize more of a team fight or more on team fight oriented drafts. They don't want to play along with heroes or mage heroes who can deal a lot of AoE damage, such as Eve's ultimate, the real world manipulation. So I also think that Blacklist International, they went for the carry and the Tigreal as their last pick. So they have a very good frontliner who can absorb a lot of damage here with a Fearless passive and also an Implosion setup. One Implosion setup plus a Zaman Force can deal a lot of massive damage for Aura PH. So Aura PH needs to play carefully, and they need to keep an eye on their positioning, because once they get caught off guard, the movement speed from Rafaela and also the catch potential from Paquito can completely destroy a single target hero if out of position.
Man, I'm liking both of these teams draft, even more so for Blacklist International, because they got good scaling in the early game and the late game. They got the late game insurance on Wise on that carry. Ohab's going to be on that Harith this time around. Meanwhile, Kagura, the last pick for Aura PH, do you think that's enough for them to actually secure a lot of bursts?
Well, yeah, I completely agree as a Kagura player as well. The Kagura really shines once he's able to get his level 4 as early as possible. That Yin Yang overturn plus the Rush Umbrella Flea can easily escape away in case that he got caught inside the implosion. He can just Rush Umbrella away and prepare for a much more better impact, because those Umbrella really hurts a lot, especially once he's able to get his Clock of Destiny and also his Lightning Truncheon as early as possible.
There is going to be a lot of mobility here on the side of Aura PH this time around. They got the Alice that can really reposition themselves, as well as the Kagura, so really the safety is really guaranteed in the early game at the very least, as we jump on into game number 1 in this best of 3 series between Aura PH and Blacklist International.
Oh my, look at this. Aura PH really positioning most of their heroes here in the bottom lane, trying to secure their purple buff and preventing Isan to get this possible steal or possible pushback using the Sacred Hammer. And yeah, as you can see here, Isan with the Cyclone Eye. Well, they're trying to check and also catch Isan here, but look at this.
Beautiful first blood there from Kilowash. Beautiful first blood there from Kilowash easily takes the crown there as they start on over really good. And talking about the meta for the past couple of weeks, this meta is now currently just all about the objectives, and typically whoever takes the purple buff first snowballs into the game. But that's something that I kind of want to talk about, because the revamped Little Wanderer is something that we have to talk about as well. It grants a lot of other benefits here in this game now.
I completely agree. Lethal Wanderer, that additional 1% mana regeneration per second plus additional 15% movement speed once that hero is within the river, that enables a lot of supports, that enables a lot of roaming potential even for the mages. And we talked about earlier that most of the mages here on the side of Aura PH are really mobile. So with that, they can provide a lot of impact, early game impact, and if they're successful, they can cause a lot of snowball potential for the side of Aura.
Also, to add to that, we also have to take into consideration that there will be vision given to whichever team takes
the Stone Roamer, right?
The Stone Roamer, yeah,
true.
Exactly. The Stone Roamer is impactful. Like, it's a new generation thing for Mobile Legends.
Exactly.
Whoever is within the circle that Stone Roamer has, you will get vision.
Yeah, you will get vision.
Seconds.
And whenever you went away from within the area of the Stone Roamer, you will still have vision. And I think that's a very good impact here. That's a very good impact for the junglers as well, because if the enemy team saw you as a jungler and you passed by the Stone Roamer, a lot of information will be given for your team, and you can adjust easily. And also when it comes to positioning, just like we mentioned earlier, it is really vital for this kind of draft.
And as we see here, there was a little bit of a scuffle there between the Jawhead and the Tigreal, but over at the mid lane, Oh My Venus and Essen will just be clearing out the minion waves for now, as Essen gets knocked up here by Reflecia, but not a lot of follow-ups here from the rest of three. Reflecia about to go down, Wise with the aggression, gets the ejection, and will get taken out himself. That is a 1-for-0 trade, really working well for them. Blacklist International looking poised in this fight.
That's a really risky fight there in the middle lane for both teams. But however, look at
Oh My Venus is down, Wise as well. Essen will try to pick up the slack here, but it's just way too much. Nobody is strong against 300 people, and they will eventually secure the kill, but Essen manages to survive with the slither of health.
Wow, Ezon. Again, look at the passive here. Without the Fearless passive, it can be easily another score here for Aura-PH. But look at this, another turtle fight here.
Edward will try his best to really stop Aura from securing the turtle, and he did his job properly. Aura's forced to back off. Felicia and Kilowatts will try to position themselves to try to secure the turtle. But they are running out of time, running out of HP, and the turtle will be secured by Blacklist International as Felicia gets taken out by Edward after that beautiful knockout strike.
Wow, and the turtle has been taken by the side of Blacklist International. That's additional gold, and one of the most important objective all throughout, especially just making sure that you will have that lead and also that additional shield every single time. And also with that, there's really no way. And you can see here, Kiluwash is able to run away using the eye for an eye, and also with the mobility from this Benedetta.
And I believe this is going to be the perk for Blacklist International, having good scaling, that they can handle whatever Aura decides to throw at them.
Yeah,
and as I say that, Mountain Shocker will be thrown just to get information, and Aura will not be sieging this top lane.
Yeah, you can see here Aura-PH just utilizing all of their utilities here, all of their skills in their advantage. Mountain Shocker providing vision. Ezon here, moving forward against 3 heroes.
Gonna get backstabbed. Here comes the Ensemble Force and the ejection. Ezon's gonna get taken out by Benecutie.
Oh, wow.
Too late on the response there.
Yep, I completely agree there. And as you can see here, Aura-PH just applying a lot of pressure here onto the top lane, making sure that OHEB will not get those energy shields as soon as possible. Because once the Zaman Force has been used, you can just easily dash in and dash out using the Chrono Dash and melt down all the energy shields on the top of Aura-PH.
And now, with 30 seconds left on the turtle, this is an objective the Aura wants to get for themselves. We did see Blacklist securing the first turtle. The second turtle is going to be even more so important, as Esso once again gets ejected, gets caught out, and will try to survive as much as he can, but Greed will take him out. Oh My Venus, next in line, the Mountain Shocker will be giving away the information. They will be backing off.
Yep, he's on 0-3-1 at the moment. But either way, just protecting all of their cores here. As you can see, Edward already got his another core item here, but Aura-PH just not stopping, preventing Blacklist International to get this purple buff.
And I like this play from Aura-PH because they're really depriving Blacklist from any objectives whatsoever. As I say that, Edward is just weaving in and out of, in between Aura Philippines, as they try to look for an opening to set up here. And it's really impactful that Ezen finds his opening, goes for the flicker implosion, and then just turns the tide.
Yep, and that's what they need to do here for Blacklist International to catch up regarding to the scores. 13.3k net worth for Blacklist International against 14.8, almost 15k here. But look at their
Essen once again being caught out, and this is proving to be detrimental for them. It's not working out. These should be sticking together as a team, and Essen should actually be roaming with Wise, with OHEB, just to make sure that they can set up a good gank to secure the team.
I completely agree. Again, with that implosion, even though he's able to get that implosion up, there's no follow-up damage there for Blacklist International. As you can see, most of the cores here are still farming. They're still trying to get their momentum up and running. But look at Wise here. He got that purple buff. He got the orange buff. But look at the positioning of Aura-PH. They're really playing careful. Also, Reflecia here hiding inside the brush there, just providing information. Okay, Wise is not here. Let's just try to play carefully, look for another catch, and also Greed properly getting that right position there as a Kagura, trying to catch up any members of Blacklist International off guard.
There is a 4-man presence here from Blacklist International over the top lane, eyeing out this next turtle, potentially to pick off Cutie as well. But Raflesia and the rest of Aura, they are in position to respond immediately. And I like how Greed is given a lot of space to farm in order for him to keep up with Oheb, in order to keep up with him with Wise as well. As I say that, over the top lane, Oheb is potentially going to be ganked here by MPL-PH, but they are backing off. Eson and Oh My Venus is there themselves. Like, Kilowatt is kind of way too deep here, man.
Man, controlling 2 creep waves at once.
Oh, big fight. And here comes the Unsolvable Force and the injection. That will secure a double kill for MPL-PH, and I think this is going to be the reason why Blacklist International may potentially lose this match. They're giving away a lot of kills as they can't catch out Wise at the same time.
Greed and the Kiluwash combination. Kiluwash, after taking out the 2 creep waves, he just went inside the tier 2 and the tier 1 turret in the middle lane, and he knew that Greed already used his Yin Yang overturn on top of that, and I think that is enough for them to take down Wise, and Wise was not having a very good time now. KDA of 1-2-0 as the main jungler of Blacklist International, and Aura is just really happy that they're controlling the jungler, the main core of Blacklist International. Prolong the fight, take those early pickups as soon as possible, delay the item of Wise. And as you can see, he still haven't got his endless battle, but I think with the Raptor Machete, it should be enough for them to sustain, at least try to buy a little bit more time for Blacklist International to get his one more item.
And I want to talk about this a little bit. Blacklist International has yet to secure an objective 8 minutes into the game. Meanwhile, MPL-PH have already secured 3 tier 1 inhibitor turrets for them.
Wow. All tier 1 turrets have been destroyed. However, for Blacklist International, they still haven't able to get any kind of turrets yet. But look at Greed here. Almost one semi-umbrella, almost a quarter HP of Oh My Venus has been removed there. So that's how strong Greed is right now. And he's trying to go for Venus again. But with the ultimate and also without any follow-up, Aura decided to go and pressure the top lane instead.
Yeah, they are really wanting to secure this objective, and they are all leaning towards their Benedetta can pretty much face off against Paquito without any problem, so she'll just be left alone here as Raflesia is looking for an opening to go for another Unstoppable Force and injection, as the Spark Missiles will be used to clear out the minion waves.
Wow, look at that, the usage of the same umbrella, just making sure that the next creep wave will not go further, and that will give some time for MPL-PH to rotate, and also to give JP a little bit more time to get at least one more objective. And I think the next objective will be the turtle here, or might be the Lord, 9 minutes in. And Greed, as you can see, he's just taunting the rest of Blacklist International. He knew that Eason was there because of the same umbrella, and he's just really making sure, just providing information where they are.
And Oh My Venus potentially going for the backstab here, but it's not going to be Wise. Eson trying to go for Raflesia here over to the back lines, but will be forced to back off. Will be forced and caught out. Beautiful suppression here by the with the trust of a Cutie in order to pop the ultimate at the same time, and this is paying dividends for MPL-PH. They will secure the Lord here without any problems whatsoever, as well as a tier 2 inhibitor turret over the top lane.
Wow, what a position there from MPL-PH. Just capitalizing on their positioning, catching every member. Eason and Oh My Venus off guard, also forcing Oheb to use his Zaman Force defensively, and Blacklist International, they're really having a very difficult time here, and with that skirmish, MPL-PH will be the ones going to take the first Lord of the game.
First Lord of the game will start pushing on over towards the top side. That is the best outcome for MPL-PH. They had a good setup there, Tads.
Yeah, and with that, endless battle pickup for JP. And again, this pressure, this is just 4 Protect 1 playstyle from MPL-PH. Okay, 4 of us will just group up together, give one hero, or just give Kiluwash some space that he needs onto the other lane while applying pressure all throughout. And with that control from Blacklist International, they're hesitating. As you can see, Edward and Eason is really close on this joint on Raflesia, but they're not reacting at all.
Not reacting at all as Raflesia spots out 2 members there, and they will start closing in as the Mountain Shocker and the injection will take down Eason. And Eason has been absent throughout this entire game. I haven't seen a single good setup from him. No pushbacks every time they dive in because they really don't have any answers here. and they're now starting to siege up this tier 3 over at the bottom lane, taking that without any problems. Minions will start spawning soon, and Aura have been full momentum swing since yesterday, still making it work here over Blacklist International.
I agree. Taking down one bottom lane and then transitioning into the top lane after the Lord, for sure MPL-PH is really feeling it right now. Edward also trying to clear out the creep wave. However, look at the damage here being applied by MPL-PH, just zoning them out with the Mountain Shocker.
Beautiful damage, and they cannot even defend their tier 3 inhibitor turret over in the mid lane. And it's now just about time before Aurus wipes this up unless Blacklist International decides to defend this with all their might. I want to see Essen go ham here, go for the implosion and catch a lot of people off guard. As Betty Cutie jumps in with the Winter Truncheon, catches 3, kill 1, goes in for the wipe up. And this is just all said and done. Essen will get taken out. They will have to tap out here. MPL-PH, number 1, Greed.
Wow, Greed with the long-range flame shot.
The snipes.
MPL-PH, man, every single time. Greed with those fadeaway